Looker Studio has introduced a new responsive layout design, which makes sure that your report looks good no matter what device it's viewed on. So to get started, you just create a blank report as usual. So I'm going to go in and create a blank report. I'm going to select Google Sheets as my data source, and I'm going to use some Zara sales data for my data. So to start off, you can either start with freeform layout, which is defined from the get-go, or you can flip over to responsive layout. The responsive layout introduced the ideas of different sections. So there's a header section in here which you can delete. I'm just going to rename that Zara sales report. And this is my first boxed off section here. So the height of this section is defined by the height of your largest element. So in this case, it's this visualization here, which is going to be my sales visualization by product position. Just going to make this look a little bit better here. And then in the setup, I am just going to bring in a price here instead of the record count, because that makes more sense. So I'm just going to name that revenue, and this is revenue by product position. On the side here, you can introduce a new visualization or introduce a controls or change the design. What I'm going to do is introduce a drop-down filter here, a drop-down control, and I can place that wherever I want on the grid. I'm just going to change this from product position to seasonal, and then I'm going to introduce a new control, and this puts that control over to the right in a specific aligned position, which you can change with the display. So these are my two filters here, and that's my visualization. If I want to create a new section, I just need to press that plus button there. So just press the plus button, and this is how you create sections in responsive design. So I'm going to create a similar visualization in my second section in here, and I'm just going to copy and paste this design so I don't have to do it again. So copy paste style will copy the same style that was in my first visualization. So the way to think about this responsive layout is that you're creating defined sections within your report. So everything really has to belong in a specific section, and each of those sections are defined by the height of the largest element or visualization. So what I can do here is I can just pull this down, and that will make the second section bigger than the first section. I've just copied and pasted this graph, and that'll put that into another element of the section, and I'm just going to put different data in here. So this is going to be revenue by seasonal status, and I've got revenue by promotional status as well. I'm going to put in a drop down in here, and you can see that this drop down now exists in the new section, but it's aligned a lot differently to the ones above because of the available real estate left. So in this drop down, I'm just going to put skew, so there's something different in there, and you can see the skews. You can open a style menu in each of these components. So what you can do is you can change the border and background, and you can also align the elements how you want them in there. Another useful feature of this responsive layout design is the ability to restrict the filters to just their component. By default, all filters will filter everything on the page as you see below, but what I can do is just select the component, and then you can just turn off apply filter controls to page, and now this will only filter what's in the responsive component. So skew doesn't have that limitation on it, so when I filter by skew, that filters all the visualizations. Just to show you how the responsive design works, as I add more sections, this report will get skinnier to adjust for all those sections to be displayed on the page. The same works in reverse. So as I delete some of these sections I've just added, the page will get wider because there's more real estate to show the visualizations, because we don't have to display all the different sections. And the same goes for adding additional visualizations. So I'm going to add a tree map in here, and then when I make that longer, the page will become skinnier to show all that. I think this is a super useful feature and just opens up Looker Studio to more devices and use cases. I hope you found this video useful. Follow for more.